Hello and welcome to a new video in this G6 Ownership Series. My name is Peter and welcome to my Xpeng G6. This video is all about accessories. There's a whole slew of accessories available for this car. Most of them simple adjustments to make life a bit easier, but also a few significant ones. And in this video I'm going to walk you through the ones that I picked to make my car just a little bit better. We're going to start here on the inside, and most of the ones here on the inside you can just find on Amazon. If you type in Xpeng G6 accessories, then you can find lots of bits and bobs that you can put in and around the interior of this car. Most of them are little dividers for the door pockets, for example, because this is one big bin, and that's just an opening this size. And if you put a divider in, then you have a bit more storage options and a bit more organization that way. So the door bins themselves I didn't find any need for really, but the ones I got are on a similar plane. The first one is here for the middle tunnel underneath the center console. It's this little pad, cost €6 I believe on Amazon, because the original is just felt and it's just one giant plain opening. Not an issue in itself, but it's things roll around in there quite a lot, and obviously if you spill something there, it's a disaster and you're never going to get it clean. In come this is just rubber. And I was hoping it would be slightly more grippy, but it isn't. So things still roll around a bit in here. But as you can see, it's now two separate compartments and it is rubber, so it's easy to clean and easy to take out. So that's great. Then the second one is slightly more significant. For the armrest here, there's no glove box, so this is quite a deep bin. And that is fine until you start to put things in there and it sort of all piles up in there. Now I got this, which is very similar to the one you saw before, and it is just a little plastic piece of Tupperware with some rubber bottom pads in it for a little bit more organization and to make the top of the bin more usable. Because down here I got some water bottles, a bunch of charging cables and so on. So, you know, that's all stuff that sort of lives there permanently. But sometimes I got my charging card in here and my sunglasses at the moment, or maybe a parking ticket, or maybe just some things you want to put in there. And then it's not nice if it falls down to the bottom of this bin. This creates an extra layer by sitting on top and creating a little extra area for storage for things you use sort of often and on the fly. So sunglasses, like I said, charging cards in here, and maybe put some snacks in there, whatever. So that makes it a bit more easy to access without having to rummage around here while you're driving, and also just a lot more organization in terms of what you can put there. Very handy, and also about, I don't know, 10-15 euros on Amazon maybe. Super easy. Now, those are fairly minor ones, but make life inside much easier. There's also two big ones on the outside that we're going to have a look at now. So, on the outside, there are two things I want to show you. First one is here in the boot. Now, the boot itself is nice and big on this G6, so that's not an issue. But underneath there is some extra storage, which is obviously handy for charging cables or any other accessories. The only downside is that just like on the inside, it's just one giant hole. Not so nice. So what I've added here is also, again, a bit of extra organization. It's just basically a big version of what you saw on the inside. An extra bin with some deviation, with some separators inside. Now technically this actually eats into the space, because obviously on the separators you can't put anything, but it just provides so much more extra organization to make your life easy. So I got my tire kit here, some safety vests, some heat blankets and some wiper fluid. Super handy, and it just adds that little bit of extra organization that you want. Furthermore, when this leaks, it leaks in this bin, and you can just take the whole thing out and clean it, instead of having my whole car permanently smell like wiper fluid. So it just adds so much extra functionality and a little bit of extra protection exactly where you want it. Now, there is a nice charging case for the charging cable that Xpeng gives you with this car. Unfortunately, that doesn't fit, at least not in one go. So you can put the charging cable by itself, but not in this little case. Then we move to the front, because that's the big one. Now, originally, this G6 does not come with a frunk, even though there's a lot of space underneath here, as you'll see. And that is a bit of a disaster and a bit of a missed opportunity by Xpeng, because why not use this space and make it usable? So that's exactly what I did. This comes from a company in Denmark, and it's basically a giant inlay again, that you pop a few clips out and pop some new clips in, and then you have a giant usable extra space. So underneath here is just all the normal plumbing and mechanics of the car. And as you can see, there's plenty of space for extra storage. So I got some tissues here, some more wiper fluid, because I can still access my window washer here. I got some gloves, a broom, some more cleaning cloths, and even some extra bit of weatherproofing. So some owners in some videos that also have this installed have reported that they have water coming into this space. I haven't had that personally, but in case it still might happen, I still have the weather stripping. Now I really feel this is a missed opportunity by Xpeng, and I really also feel that this is something they should have provided, because this costs, I think, 300 euros for me now to have this installed, and I have to have it shipped from Denmark, so that's additional postage cost as well. And it's just not necessary that I, as an owner, have to put this in. So I think Xpeng should have done this from the word go. But as you can see, it is now nice and clean. It looks OEM. It looks like it comes from the factory, and it's very, very usable for basically anything you want. Now, just like in the boot, I can't fit the charging case with the cable inside in here. That doesn't fit, but I can put the cable itself here, no issues whatsoever. So that is, again, another bit of extra functionality when you have a boot full of luggage and you still need access to your charging cable. So this is great. This is really the best upgrade I think I've done to the car, because this is stuff you always want to have around, you know, cleaning tissues, gloves, some wiper fluid and so on, but you don't want to have it laying around and in the way all the time. So I think this is an excellent solution. So there you have it. Those are all the upgrades that I've done to my Xpeng G6. I think in total I've spent about 500 euros, the most expensive being the frunk, because it's the biggest piece. The same company from Denmark also shipped the piece for the boot, and obviously the postage costs were significant as well due to the size. The two things on the inside I think was 30 euros together on Amazon. Altogether about 500 euros, and I think these are worthwhile upgrades, especially the frunk. I think really adds a lot of extra functionality to your car. On the one hand, really nice that you can upgrade your car relatively easily without any mechanical alterations. On the other hand, also a bit, especially the frunk, I think Xpeng should have done that from the factory. But if you are considering a first generation G6, or if you have one, definitely worth the upgrade. If you need any links or referrals, let me know in the comments below and I'll give you all the information. That's all I got for you in this video. Thanks for watching. If you want to see more of these ownership series videos of my Xpeng G6, please subscribe to the channel and then you won't miss any updates. And of course, the regular Outlook of Fuel videos will be coming your way as well. For now, thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Cheers!